Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, welcome back. This pick a card reading will be random messages. So from left to right, you have pile 1 and pile 2. So you have the Devil, the Page of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. You have somebody here who really wants to talk to you. They could want to apologize. Some of you, this could be someone who wants to be a friend. So you have someone who wants to apologize, or you have someone who wants to be closer to you. This could be the same person. They could want to apologize and make amends with you. But they're seeing changes happening in your life. It has this person wanting to come closer to you. This is someone who sees you as good luck. They feel like despite your challenges, you still find a way to come out on top. This could be someone who's kind of like, they leech off of people. They could be someone who doesn't really have their own stable foundation. So they could be homeless. They could like couch hop. There's someone who doesn't really have anything stable for themselves. They also become very attached to people, especially people that are unhealthy for them, things that are unhealthy for them. But this is someone who's going to be reaching out to you soon, especially if you have recently received some type of financial upgrade and you have spoken about this. This is making this person come towards you. You have the Seven of Swords and the Hangman. So yeah, especially with the Seven of Swords being here, this person clearly doesn't have the best intentions. If this is someone brand new, just be mindful of the things that they say to you or the questions that they ask you, especially if it is mainly centered around materialistic things. This person feels like they have to portray themselves a certain way to be able to get people to let them in. This person may also say that they are well-traveled, but it's not because this person is a traveler. They're not someone who likes to go on adventures. They are well-traveled because they are couch hopping. They're constantly having to go from place to place because people keep kicking this person out. People keep like pushing this person away. So that is the only reason why they will consider themselves well-traveled. This person may also come off as someone who is enlightened, but they're just very skilled at finessing people. They're very skilled at manipulating people. That's the only, I don't even know if you want to call it enlightenment that they have, but there's someone who's able to read people very well. So if you're very interested in a certain topic, this person may come to you and try to spark up a conversation about that just to kind of get you to vibe with them. But they have their own hidden motives. So just be mindful of this energy. Like I said, especially if you have recently come into something very successful. This is their intentions, to come into people's lives and take as much as they can. And then they leave with whatever they can carry, however much they can carry. Yeah, you have the Knight of Wands here. It feels like this is an energy that's going to happen very quickly. They come around and the next thing you know, they're gone. But all of a sudden you notice that there's something missing or there's some type of problem that this person has caused. For some of you, you may be able to catch this person before they even do whatever it is that they're planning on doing. But they're leaving very quickly, so they leave as quickly as they came in. So this can be something that can easily be nipped in the bud, or it may end up being something long-term depending on how you handle the situation. But I feel like for most of you, it's going to be very obvious this person doesn't have the best intentions. So it is something positive for you because you have something great coming in with this King of Pentacles, something that's going to put you in a very successful and comfortable position. But be mindful of people trying to take from that. People that feel like you have way more than you deserve, or people that feel like you have so much around you that you may not notice if they were to take something, or it wouldn't harm you, you know, as much because you have so much. They wouldn't really feel guilty for their actions. They'll feel like you already have a lot. So, you know, they kind of feel like, who cares? If they take from you, you still have enough to take care of yourself. But you'll be able to tell just based off of how this person approaches you. For some of you, this could be someone who's already in your life. Just be mindful of how people are carrying themselves and how they're behaving in your presence, especially once you start to see yourself accumulate a lot of finances and a lot of growth in your life. You'll notice how certain people start to switch up and how they start to act and behave differently. And this energy is also very childish. You'll be able to tell they're not as knowledgeable or as skilled when it comes to a certain thing. They may try to speak of themselves as someone who is a professional or someone who has been doing something for years, but you'll be able to tell that this is someone who doesn't really have as much knowledge as they portray. So that's your reading. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can check out my community tab. Until then, I'll talk to you soon. So you have the Two of Swords, the Moon, and the Ace of Swords. Somebody here is very impatient. This could be someone who's tired of waiting for some type of answer. They're tired of not being able to see something clearly. You may have somebody approach you demanding some type of truth or some type of clarity. This could also be this person wanting closure. Some of you, this could be your energy, but there's someone here that's just very impatient with something. It's something that they're not able to see that has them feeling very impatient or just very bothered. You have the Sun and the Nine of Wands. So this could be intentional. Maybe you have blocked something off from someone on purpose. You could want somebody to leave you alone or stop trying to pry into your life or into your business. But I feel like it doesn't stop someone from trying to break whatever barrier you have set in place. This could also be you realizing something about a certain person. Maybe you've been wondering like who has been trying to be in your business. Whoever this person is, they're still going to try to find a way to come back around to you or reach out to you, contact you some type of way that they can still get to you. It does seem like this barrier is working, but it's like only temporary, to be honest. You have the King of Pentacles here. You may have some messages in pile 1. So some of you, if you are readers or you are very intuitive or you just have a feeling that somebody's really trying to pry into your business, a lot of you are correct. And this is someone who may be paying like a lot of money to get into your life or get into like whatever you have going on. They could be paying other readers to see what you're doing, to see where you're at. I feel like it's somebody who's overstepping a lot of boundaries and they don't really care about any type of consequences. If you have put up some type of spell or some type of protection, this person does not care. They're paying to penetrate that. But it's just someone who's tired of waiting. They're tired of trying to be patient. You may have told this person you needed space and you're going to think about if you want to talk to them again. Some of you may have just completely cut them off. Regardless of what you told them, they feel like something is taking too long. So they're taking a different approach, but it's a very aggressive approach. It's like this person is being very persistent so they can get their answers, they can get some type of truth. This is someone who is going broke, trying to get into your energy. But whatever they're doing to get to you or to see you or to know about you, they're not doing this alone. They're working with someone else. They're paying somebody. They're working with someone to figure out what's going on in your life. So just be mindful of your surroundings. Just be cautious. Make sure that you continue to protect yourself. But this is someone who is going to continue to try to get in contact with you. This could be something that may be easily cleared up if you just tell this person to back off. Like just tell them exactly how you feel, because this may be an energy where you may have told this person, some of you may have told this person that you'll think about it, you'll talk to them later. There's something here that needs to be enforced, because they kind of feel like there's still a chance or there's still an opportunity. There's still like a way for them to come around because something was kind of left unsaid, or there's some type of conversation that was left in the air. So they still feel like there's a chance for them to come back around to you. I do feel like for others of you, if you're wondering who this person is, you're going to find out very soon. You may have had a feeling that somebody has been trying to be in your energy, but you just didn't know who specifically. You're going to find that out as well. So yeah, that's your reading. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can check out my community tab. Until then, I'll talk to you soon.